Good morning, my dear friends. I hope that it's a wonderful Tuesday in your world. And I'm here for our Life Pick a Card, and I'm answering the needs of my dear community because I am asked this question so many times. Does my person think about me? What's a sign that they are still interested? How do I know when to turn and walk away? And there are signs. The universe definitely brings signs to you every day. And can you pay attention to them? So let me just get my situation situated here and get my Palo Santo. Okay, let me make sure my systems are in place here. All right. Good. Okay. Got all my equipment set up. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Today, the gateway to get a personal reading, to have me draw a card just for you, is to tell me your favorite song. Now, you guys know, I'll tell you straight up, that I cannot read for every person who has a request today. Hi, Roxy. Hey, Rakesh. I'm going to do the best I can. And what I can tell you is that the cards that fall during these live readings, they are for the collective. That means that some of the messages will resonate with you even though I don't call your name. You need to kind of be ready for that because the universe loves you deeply, wants for you to have your answers. The universe wants for you to live in peace. Midnight Crow, yay. I've been telling my friends about you, Midnight Crow. Midnight Crow, last time they were here, we found we have San Diego in common, and that was wonderful. Look at that, Midnight Crow, right with the program. Thank you, darling. So, Fighter from Christina A. Roxy, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to just bless I bless our speed. I'm not sure why that word is coming out. Bless our speed. Bless our eagerness. Bless our humanness that makes it so difficult to trust that what we want is indeed on its way to us. So, as the ancients said, the smoke rises up above the heavenlies and carries our requests to the divine guidance that we don't see all the time. But the people that are in my world, you all know we have divine guidance, right? And you all know that we can trust that divine guidance to show us the way. So I'm just going to move my Palo Santo off scene here. And I've got my computer up today because I'm just trying to be able to follow on two gizmos at the same time. Ha ha, we'll see. Anyway, so I have Roxy, then Midnight Crow, and then Rakesh. And Rakesh, I love when you all do this to me. I put these songs on here that challenge my pronunciation, but that makes me feel close to you. So the Nepali song Kusu Meru Mal. And so I hope that was a decent try. So now I'm just going to go up. We're going to start with Roxy. Please do have fun here today and know that there are signs that your inner being, your angels and guides are giving you signs all the time. Do you want to use your precious energy, your precious life force on someone who is not interested in you anymore, even if it's a family member? Okay, so here's your card, Roxy. So this is a sign that somebody that you're out of contact with, is there a sign if they're still into you or not? So here we have our Five of Wands. So this shows me that either you or your person are in a lot of inner conflict. The word codependent comes to me. I caught myself in codependent behavior yesterday because even as your leader, quote, your leader, is I have habits that get me thinking about somebody else's needs as more important than my own. That if somebody's suffering or in pain, that it's like driven, I must help that person. But the problem is that, Roxy, in your situation, You can't help this person. You may be highly attracted to someone or feel like you need to have them in your life. This would be particularly true of a family member where you think, I can't go on without being connected to my daughter, or what kind of life would I have if I was cut off from my cousin or my sister? But the truth is that each of us has to go through an inner struggle of discovery. All right. So your person is very self absorbed right now, and they are seeking guidance. They're seeking light. In the past, they may have felt that you were the light. In fact, they may have said that to you. You're such a light in my world. But the fact is that we were never designed to be the source. We are designed to plug into source. So I feel like the confusion that you're feeling right now, it's too hard to tell if it's theirs or if it's yours. So with this card, I believe guidance is calling you to put a pause on any hopes and dreams towards a reconnection with someone and create a connection with your own path to the divine. Now, whether that means more meditation, whether it means more clarity in your intention making, whether it means that you sacrifice the joy that you think you would have with this person for the allowance of both of you to find your spiritual path. I think that when you have signs that you think they're still interested, remember, is there any codependency here on either end? This is a card of conflict. Do you want to be connected to someone who is in conflict? Okay. Now, you guys know that if you have questions about your reading, if there's anything else you want to know about what I am doing online, you can certainly be free to contact me, and I'm glad to pull a card for you or just give you some guidance. Also, I do have a private group that is very active and exciting right now. It's on WhatsApp. If it's Fish Out of Water and Friends, and I'd love to have your energy there. So please do contact me if you would like membership. So Midnight Crow, you're next, and A Drop in the Ocean. Listen, I love that. I'm going to look up here it just popped out. So I really love the title of that song, because you guys who gravitate to my readings, you're captivated by what I do. We are all drops in the ocean, and when we can come together, we can share our divinity together. Not that we are gods per se, but we're created out of the fabric of godness. So when you stand next to a body of water like the ocean or a big lake, imagine that energetically everything is connected. So we want to sign, is your person still interested in you? Are they still into you? So Midnight Crow, let's see what we have here. So Queen of Wands. It looks to me that the person you're wondering about, they're going through a tremendous personal growth spurt. This person that's out of contact with you right now, it looks to me like they've been I'm going to use the word overcome. They've been overcome by something very personal. There's not a couple pictured here, are there? And there are so many lights. Can you see all of these little candles? So your person has a great call on their life, Midnight Crow. Now remember, the gender does not matter here. It's the energy. But your person is very focused on their mission. Something got lit up inside of them. Perhaps even, I know this might sound painful, and I apologize for that, but it even might be that sacrificing their love life, sacrificing their personal relationships was something they felt they needed to do, and that they didn't even understand why. But what's happening in their life is so exciting for them. They're finally getting their dream come true. And if it doesn't include you at the moment, that's okay. The idea of being able to let them go, let them be free to explore who they are in spirit. They are really doing some divine work here. Now, when a person is separated from someone that has this much positive energy, it can be painful. But what I will say to you is that as you allow it and as you press into your own divine growth, your own personal development, why are you on the planet? What is it that you want to pursue? When you have contact with this person again, it will be brand new. You will have a new motivation and you will want to connect with them in a different way. So I feel right now, when you think of them, it's important to stay grateful, grateful for the time that you were with them, and also just be able to cheer them on instead of wishing they were in your life at the moment. Be happy for what they're learning, because this is one force to be reckoned with, this personality. And it may be that in the past, neither of you was equipped to handle the coupleness of you. All right. So is your SP still into you? I believe that you are one of these little candles, that they're not the type to forget you, but I sense they're a teacher, a guide, and that they are helping lots of people. And you're just one flame in the forest of flames. Okay, Midnight? Be sure to email me if you have questions, comments, or resonance with this. Also, those of you who are watching, all we're doing is adding our favorite song to the that's your gateway today to receive a reading. Whoopsie. Hang on. I'm trying to do this properly so I don't hang up on anybody. Oh, Rakesh, Rakesh is that wonderful Nepali song, Kusu Meru Mal. And so let's see, what is it, Rakesh? And when we look here, is your SP still into you? What is a sign? Oh gosh, these cards are lively today. I'm so glad. Okay, so my dear Rakesh, let's take a breath together. Your person's running away from you as fast as they can, aren't they? Ouch. What does this mean? Okay, so this means that if you feel like you're getting a sign, you're kind of imagining it. You have an imaginary connection with your person. Notice that there are no harnesses on these horses. There's no reins. He's not at all in control. So I feel for you, Rakesh, whoever it is that you're thinking of. Again, it could be a lover, could be a friend or a family member, but your desire to connect with them is causing them to run away from you. So it's hard for me to give these messages because often it's not what you're wanting to hear. But similar to the previous message with Midnight, it's like the person that you're chasing after is running away and they are on a trip of transformation. It could be that it might have been a mistake, but it could be that they looked to you that you were looking to them to be your source. That once you were with them, you felt like, I don't need anyone else. This is my person. Well, the problem with that is it's way too much pressure. It makes the person feel that they've lost their freedom. And in order to have a healthy relationship, you really do need to have a mutual commitment to the personal growth of each other. Okay, so what we're seeing here is this is a sign that for now, they do not want to have a connection with you. Now, this can be very difficult, or you could take it as a challenge. You could take it as, okay, I hear you, Catherine. What can I do? The card answers. Notice the purple sea. It's like an ocean of purple. Purple is the color of the divine. So for sure, what's happening is you are being called to turn around, dive into the divine. Okay? Very important, Rakesh. Take it in. If you have a pencil, write it down. Dive into the divine. The divine is where all truth lies. No matter what religion you are, there is a sense of divinity. Something keeps you alive, right? You don't have a cord plugged into the wall. There's a divine force within you that will guide you. Learning how to balance the pain of a relationship with the pleasure of a relationship is going to cause you to feel so much more in control. So use the energy of the chariot to go forward into your own being. What makes you an ideal partner? What makes you someone that a person wants to be with? Could this person turn around and run back toward you? Possible, but they would need to be different, and so would you. So at this point, I would allow this to fizzle. Even if it's a family member, just let go and allow yourself the delicious pleasure of getting to know the divine more clearly. Okay, now see the little red blanket there that's under his foot? That to me is a clue that some of your insecurities might be connected to how you were raised as a child. Okay, some of your family traditions or the problems that your caregivers had while they were raising you, it could have created some of this codependence. So there's a YouTube channel that's called Wu Wei Wisdom, WUWEI Wisdom, and they have wonderful videos that really teach people how to be more independent and not codependent. Okay. Rakesh, you're already a member of my community, and I'm so grateful for that. So do connect with me on the community, and I'll give you that link to Wu Wei Wisdom. I think it'll help you a ton. All right, see, it is hard, isn't it, when you're out of contact with someone that you care about? I know I have family members that I'm out of contact with, and I've had to make peace with that over time so that I could go forward myself. Let Me Down Slowly, Fairy Doll, Xenia, I love that title, Let Me Down Slowly. Isn't that a beautiful title? I feel like the universe wants us to have that when we release our dreams for better dreams, that the universe would be so gentle with us and let us down slowly. Sometimes it takes forever to let go of something. If you're resonant here with these readings, please hit that thumbs up. It really draws YouTube's attention, and you know how we need YouTube to cooperate with us to bring more people into our world. Okay, so now next we are having our beautiful fairy doll, Let Me Down Slowly. I apologize for any people that disrespect our channel, and I'm doing the best to create the loving atmosphere that y'all love so much. So thank you for that, patience. And here, fairy doll, okay, is your person still into you? What's a sign? Okay, so this sign, this card right here really is has kind of a serious message, okay, my darling fairy doll, because look at this crow in the front. Is this a silent crow? No. It's going caw, 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 very noisy crow. And if we look behind, we will see there's another noisy crow right here. So you have been getting warnings. You've been getting strong warnings that the person you're asking me about is not in your highest good. Okay, so this is a sign that yes, they may be into you, but it's not good for either of you. Now, have you ever heard of breadcrumbing? Breadcrumbing is when someone gives you just enough of their attention, but doesn't give you their whole heart. So this idea that the person you're asking me about has some habits and some behaviors that are not designed for a lasting relationship. Okay, this is a person who likes to live in the shadows. When we look over here, way in the distance, there's a village or town. So this person is showing they're not willing to be collaborative. There's something in them that does not allow, there's something within them does not allow them to be attached to you in a healthy way. All right. So what we're needing is for you to acknowledge that there was some brightness, there was some sun that was coming down on the relationship, you thought, but it wasn't the sun. It was the moon. And so that moon is a time of confusion. So absolutely allow yourself to hear the signs, to see the signs that turning away from this person is to your highest good. Okay. Now, if this is a family member, this can be very difficult. My own mom, who's passed away now, but she had some mental problems and she was not able to be supportive to me the way I wished that she would have been. So I was kind of shaped by her behaviors and thoughts. Now that she's passed away, I feel a sense of freedom, and I feel that how I relearn or relearn how to treat myself that's not in the codependent way, I'm actually a better human being. So your challenge, my dear fairy doll, is to just let this person go and allow the universe to bring you new people that you can that will love you and will respect you. That one of my lives today, I put out little bitty videos, and the one is with my shadow walking. Be sure to watch that one today. Someone has a crush on you, and I think you'll be surprised when you see that message. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here today. A beautiful little white butterfly has just fluttered by my window, and so some of you are really touched by butterflies, aren't you? There's somebody watching me right now that butterflies are very important. Priyanka, welcome. I'm so glad you're here today. Our Gateway is our favorite song. And thank you so much, Priyanka, for helping me with the housekeeping, because I do want this channel to be filled with love and positivity. I'm so glad to see you all here. I'm Catherine, and you have found Fish Out of Water Tarot, where we work every single day to become better partners for the people that love us. And our theme today is are they still into me? What's a sign that'll let me know that they're still into me? Missy, you are next. Welcome, Missy. I think I've seen you here before on my channel, haven't I? I'm delighted to, Lovely is her song, her favorite song, and it's by Billie Eilish. And I have to tell you, I'm 71 years old. The first time I saw Billie Eilish, I totally didn't get her. I was like, what? But now she is the most fearless young woman. I do admire Miley Cyrus also for just that fearlessness to sell out to what she wants to do. So I love, Missy, that you're also inspired. There's that energy of being fearless to do what it is that is going to be best for you. So the cards are shuffling through here. And give us a card for beautiful Missy. Is there a sign for Missy? Hold on to your person in your mind. Who are you wondering about? Here we go. And we're kind of having a theme today, which I always love when the cards do this for us. So anybody else who resonates with the idea of living fearlessly, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Join the community energy and you will receive a blessing in this time we have together. So Missy, let's look at our figure. So the person that you're asking me about, they are taking a hermit moment. Excuse me, I have to look at my card here because it's so interesting. What draws my attention here is this little white spot. My eye just went to it. I was like, what is that white spot? And at first I thought it was a flaw on the card, but it's not. So I will get to that in a moment. But let's take a look at your person. Your person is taking a time out. All right. They have felt something is on the path to their life. Maybe it was a breakup with you, or maybe it was a death in the family, or losing a job. Some kind of big event happened for your person, and I'm feeling a lot of energy jammed in my throat right now. When I get that feeling, it's always about somebody not being able to talk their truth, that there's some energy inside of them that they're afraid of telling their truth. Could it be, Missy, that they're afraid of hurting your feelings? Could it be that you have a sensitivity and that you feel misunderstood, and that the clash between you two was shocking to you because you didn't see it coming. And this person, they didn't tell you the whole story. There's something within them that's like got that careful energy. They're guarded. And when you feel that one or both of you is guarded, it can be a sign that some growth needs to happen. I once heard someone make a definition of the word love, and what they said is love is not a feeling, it's a mutual commitment to the uplifting of each other. It's a mutual commitment. It's a decision to make choices that uplift the other. And not many of us were taught that as children. And so we have this confusion. Notice the green and the blue. How do we build a relationship without hurting somebody's feelings? How do we guard how we speak to the person to preserve the connection? It's a puzzlement. Sometimes these relationships do die. I mean, they just come to an end. Remember, some connections are for a reason, some are for a season, and some are forever. Because even now in this reading, there's a connection. I'm committed to your upliftment, Missy, and you guys watching are committed to my upliftment. Because being here, hitting the thumbs up, being a part of this uplifts my spirit. So is there a possibility of going forward? Let's go down to this little white dot. I feel like that is you, and that to them you look, you have so much to offer. The light that comes from you is almost blinding to them. They don't understand it. And now they are pulled away from you so that they can grow. So it's so important that you realize, Missy, this is a sign of great potential for your person. Does it include you at the end of the story? We don't know yet. But look at these little tiny white dots that are all the way up the mountain. I feel like there is going to be a reconnection for you, but I think that both of you will be different, that they will learn who they are and they won't need to depend too much on you, and you are going to be ready with a soft heart when they return. Okay, interesting reading for you, Missy. I'm so curious. Do email me, any of you, if you hear a reading here and it resonates deeply. You just don't know how much fun it is for me to get emails from you that that acknowledge that connection, because I can't know these things, and this has been one of the puzzlements of my life. How do I read the stories? They just kind of occur to me. The idea just comes and out it comes. So I do want it to be a blessing for y'all. So next we have Rama. Rama's favorite song is Tattoo by Lauren. Okay, thank you very much, Rama. It makes me smile, makes me curious. I don't think I've heard that song. And so I will be eager to check it out. And so what is our message for Rama? Is there SP? That stands for specific person. So the specific person on your mind, are they still into you? Okay, let's just let our cards speak. Here we go. Oh, it's a little bit stubborn. There we are. Oh, has there been a little bit of fighting, a little bit of struggle going on with you, Rama? Because this card was shy about coming out. All right, so let's take a look, and we have our Ace of Swords. Okay. Rama, what is going on? Okay, let's take a breath together. It seems to me that your person is I apologize up front if this is at all offensive, because I don't mean it to be at all. But what I'm seeing here is that your person is kind of self-absorbed. That, see how the chin is in the air, the back is turned, the eyes are closed. This is someone who is a little bit stubborn. Your person is a bit stubborn, and they're a bit sure of themselves. And that's been hard for you. It's been hard for you to know how to connect. It's like we have this staircase here, this beautiful nautilus, that at the center of their self-concept is deeply rooted in them. Okay, there are people who are naturally a bit more narcissistic, but it works for them because there's a soft part of their personality. But if you're involved with someone whose focus is somewhere else, this staircase down there, can you see that? This staircase is like the one that connects to you. So this shows me that this is a person, a very strong person who knows what they want. And I'm not so sure they want a connection. And I'm sensing that this is not personal. It's not about you, Rama. It's about them, okay? Because some people are so self-absorbed in their career or in the other parts of their life. And you know what's coming to me? The internet, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube. Is your person kind of addicted to the internet? I've dealt with people whose hearts are broken because when they sit down together in the evening, their partner scrolls their phone and spends more time scrolling than they do pursuing their partner. I'm not sure why I'm thinking about that, but I am. So I want to bring my little symbol over here that I love to teach about because I am a teacher. I can't help myself. It comes out in my readings. But in a healthy relationship, we have two broken stars. Nobody comes through life without going through arguments and breakups and disappointments. But if we go to the divine, the star card is a card of healing. And if we allow the divine to heal our hearts, we have time and energy for someone else. But if we're in broken pieces, we're nothing. We can't support another human when we have brokenness within us. So your desire to have connection, that's a divine desire. Is it with this person? Well, right now, I would say no, because they don't have time. They turn their back to your needs. So there is, in the resource box, you'll find some techniques for helping you release this person. There's something called the soulmate generator. Take a look at that, even if this is not a love interest, because quite frankly, I believe soulmates are much bigger than just love interests. Soulmates in my world could be family members. Have you ever noticed that you have a greater rapport with some of your family than others? Have you ever noticed that you may have an easier rapport with one of your children versus the other? Have you ever noticed that you have an easier rapport with one of your parents than the other? This can be very confusing in your growing up years. So I would do some searching in the YouTube search box for meditations on the root chakra and also meditations on the inner child, Rama, because it seems to me that something in your deep past may be causing you to attract people who simply are narcissistic and not able to meet your needs, okay? It's a heavy-duty reading, my friend, but I think even with your favorite song being Tattoo, some of our early life experiences tattoo themselves on our being. And we can allow that, if we're not careful, we can allow that to separate us from true love, okay? All right, I'm gonna take a pause for a second, take a sip of my water. I welcome you to the call. If you're just here, I'm Catherine. This is Fish Out of Water Tarot. And this is one of the topics I love to talk about because so many times we have our future pinned on something we cannot have. If you've got your future joy pinned to a person that's not paying attention to you, that sucks. I mean, it's very ungratifying. So let's cut to the chase. They're either into you or they're not, right? Let's check it out. So we have Manu. Favorite song is Hare Krishna. Beautiful. That's a beautiful song. Thank you for that thumbs up, you guys. Thank you for blessing me with your time. Time is a precious commodity. And those of you who are here with me, giving your time to me, I can't tell you how grateful I am, okay? So let's just draw our card for Manu. Hold your person in your I got 2 cards here, so I'm just going to choose the first one that fell, and we have the World. All right, so taking a peek here. Okay, so Manu, it looks to me that your person is closing out a cycle. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is talking about you personally, or perhaps they're a student and they're graduating, but there is, this person is very wrapped up in celebrating something that is finishing. Okay, let's take a breath, please. I'm just wanting to perceive and receive what universe has for you. Okay, so what I'm aware of here is this golden light. Now notice that the figure is glowing, right? So it's showing me that the person you're coming here for has got a lot of charisma. You know, they glow. When they walk in a room, everybody sees it's them. They are a wonderful blend of energies, and they're easy to connect to, super friendly. And so that may be part of this issue. Manu, it might be hard for you to see this person attracting attention from others, but you can't stand in their way. They're a radiant being. Where they go, people watch. All of us have had people like that. Sometimes we get jealous of them because they're like, well, it's so easy for them. They just get along. However, what I'm noticing is the gold, okay? So even though they're radiant, this cycle that they're finishing is like a blessing. It's like a commissioning, okay? So whatever they have just been through, and you know what it is, Manu, that the divine is calling them into service. So I see this gold dropping in, and then look it out of her feet. We have these 2 golden streams. So your person right now is kind of in a pickle. That's what they call it in my country. If somebody's facing a problem, it's not a huge problem. That's why they call it a pickle. It's just a situation in their life. This blue down here is an indication of how important it is that your person be truthful with themselves. Because the divine is calling them into service or into action, every decision they make as they step out of the old world and into the new one is extraordinarily important. So Manu, if you feel left out, if you feel, oh, my person is not interested in me anymore, remember, it's not about you, it's about them. They have this hoop that they're going through, and their life purpose is bigger than both of you. So being able to release them to their highest good and simply develop new friendships, take your social needs and go elsewhere, not desert this person in your heart, but allow them to have some time and figure out what it is they're being called to. They really don't have the time and energy to sustain a relationship with you right now, and what they're doing is more important. I don't want that to hurt your feelings, Manu. It's just that often we are attracted to people who are doing well. They glow with radiance of success. So take it in, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to develop your own being. How can you be a better partner? What is it you can do in your life to radiate more confidence and more independence? So if this person returns to you in a future time, they'll say, wait a minute, where's Manu and who are you, right? Because your energy is so shifted that they are interested. They're like, oh my goodness, I used to know a person named Manu, and now all of a sudden there's this new person. Okay, I hope that that message is a blessing for you. You guys, listen, if you like what you hear and you want to learn about manifesting, I do have a private group on WhatsApp. It's no charge, where I share my personal techniques and what I do to manifest. So just email me, and I'm happy to be able to give you a membership key, and you can come right in and you can ask me any questions you want to ask, and I will show you how to get that answer. So Faz, welcome. Good to see you again. My favorite song is Hero by Mariah Carey. You know, you guys are inspiring me with your songs, and I believe that the cards are reflective of your songs, because that idea of being a hero, having a hero energy is fantastic. And it's something you would want in a partner, friend, or family member, a hero. So what is it? So our question today is our specific person still into you? Do they want something in collaboration with you? So Faz, oh, this card just jumped right out of the deck. Okay, so here is a very interesting card for you, Faz. Let me just take a look at it and absorb this energy. And Faz, I feel like this card is for many who are watching me right now. So thank you for being I call you the ambassador of this energy, because you are standing in for many viewers right now, because this energy is very, I would use the word poisonous. Oh my goodness, I had a huge block of, if anybody's feeling like their throat feels like they're closing, or you have energy at the top of your chest, I know I'm not the only person feeling that. Lay your hand up there at the top of your chest. Let's all take a breath. Yes, there's a block here. We need to address it. So your person is someone who cries over spilled milk. Are you familiar with that quote? If you're familiar, pop the thumbs up, join in that energy. This is a symptom of something I call poor me syndrome. Okay, you may have heard of lucky girl syndrome. This is like the opposite. Poor me syndrome. Poor me. I don't have that person anymore. Poor me. My mom was always mean to me. Poor me. My foot hurts. Poor me. Politics is terrible. Shall I go on? I don't need to, right? Because certain people are so unable to step out of their own drama, they're no good to anyone. And if you make the misfortune of getting connected to somebody who has poor me syndrome, thinking, well, I'll cheer them up. I can handle this. I know what to do. I know we can grow new love here. I know that it's not all a waste. I know these things. I can help my person. May I be the first to say, no, you can't. So let me ring the bell. That's a sign that this is a very important life lesson for you, my dear friend Foz, because many times we do have a desire to help people. Many of us are put on the planet with a drivenness to help people, which that's good for the people that really need it, right? But there's a lot of poor me energy out there that sucks us up. They're like, oh, she can help me. And they suck right onto you like a leech, and they're draining you of energy. So the answer is yes, your person definitely is into you, but do you want to be into them? Aren't you hungry, Foz, to be in a connection where the person is an adult? Aren't you hungry for someone who knows how to be a collaborator? Aren't you hungry for someone who is not a victim of poor me syndrome? Well, you deserve that, okay? So take this to heart. I know you may still care for the person, and a lot of times there's physical chemistry, and that really makes it crazy because you are drawn to the person, but you know that they're not good for you. So it's a good idea to just put this on pause and do your best to do some work. Abraham Hicks, they talk about cleaning up your vibration, clearing your energy, getting yourself to a place where you can attract people that truly enjoy you, but enjoy you for your gifts, and also take time to help you in your down moments. Now, I do have an affirmation that I wrote down on this card. I'm going to read it to you, because I love it for situations just like yours, Foz, because you do have a pattern, don't you, my friend? This is not the first relationship where you've attracted a poor me, is it? I can feel that energy. Anybody else here? Have you ever had someone with poor me syndrome trying to cling to you? Hit that thumbs up. Join in this healing. Here is your affirmation. I am willing to release any patterns that I have that are attracting me, that are attracting people to me who are poor me, right? I am willing to release any patterns within me that are attracting poor me into my life. I am willing to release all the patterns that are inside of me that are separating me from people with goodwill and affection for me. All right. Once you start recognizing that you are creating a link to this poor me energy, you're going to really see the truth. And this person, yes, they're into you, but not for the right reasons. Okay. Now, what if it's a family person? What if it's like a brother or a sister? And they're really needy all the time. You still have permission from the universe to take care of yourself first. Many times, going to a group like Al Anon is a super solution because codependency is just not a sexy thing. I mean, it can start out with chemistry, it'll end up a disaster. So take care of yourself first, okay? So, who do we have next? Thank you very much. Leanne, Goliath, favorite song, Good Thing by Kalani. So thank you so much, Leanne, for being with us today. I don't remember your name on my channel, so welcome if you're a first timer, and do hit the thumbs up and also the subscribe so you get notified whenever I go live, so we don't miss each other. So Leanne, thinking of your person, what is it that we need to learn? Are they still into you? Let's take a look. I like that your song is Good Thing, so we'll see. Okay. I love how the song names are kind of going along with the cards. It's kind of, I did not expect that to happen. It's cool. Okay, so it does look to me, Leanne, like there is a congeniality. There's a friendship vibe there. So your person, I believe, is into you, but I have a sense that it's not how you're wishing it would be. This is definitely like a friend zone kind of a vibe. And now I don't want that to discourage you, because research shows that the best lasting relationships are based in friendship first. And lots of people come to me and they say, nope, friend zone is friend zone. And once a person's in the friend zone, it could never turn romantic. And I would say, well, that might be your experience, and I respect you for that. But the truth is, in long-term relationships, people will tell stories about how the friendships something deeper. I'm also aware of this constellation up there. That's the Big Dipper. And I feel like the divine is getting ready to pour out a blessing on your person. That your person is in a situation in their life where they really do deserve a blessing, don't they? And you know exactly what I mean, don't you, Leanne? That your person has had their ups and downs, and you have tried to be there for them, and they've turned their back to you sometimes. And so you've been confused. What's going on here? What is it that I need to do? So basically, the big piece of advice here for you is gratitude. All right, gratitude. A change in attitude, including more gratitude, shifts the energy on everything. So grab a piece of paper and write down a list of all the favorable aspects, all the traits of your person that you deeply admire, okay? And acknowledge them to yourself. Then just look at this. Is this a friendship that you are satisfied? That, okay, it's a friendship, but I don't think it will go anywhere further. And then take a look at that, meditate on that, spend some time alone. Maybe in nature would be best. If there's some water nearby, ocean or a lake or a river, that you could just sit and rest with your divine guidance, because nobody but you will know if this is a friend with benefits that can advance If you get a no and you feel like no, I see no way that this could develop into something deeper, then your ability to accept that for what it is will really serve you well. For sure, you don't want to have poor me energy, right? For sure, you don't want to line up with, oh, but I'm missing out. No. When someone does this to you, they lovingly turn away. The thing to do is you turn away also. Go and get involved in some other group. Volunteering is always the quickest and easiest way to shift your energy, because people that volunteer are wonderful humans, and it's a distraction for you. Plus, even though you may be in doubt right now and your mood might be a little low, somebody else is having a worse day than you. That's the truth. So gratitude meditations will be very good for you. There's a website, that a YouTube channel that I use, and it's called I Love the Life I Live, and it's Jessica Heslop. Her lucky girl syndrome and her positive morning affirmations I listen to every day. I love the tone of her voice. I love the reminders that gratitude changes everything. Okay, so that's your message, Leanne, and I hope that it's comforting for you. It's a good thing you were here on the reading today. I'm glad you were here. Now, those of you who are aware of the thumbs up button and you haven't struck it yet, well, what are you waiting for? We want to see that message from you. Okay, I'm going further here. And Angela, hey there. Glad to see you here. All we need is to of Shane Brooks, Touched by the Universe, and I'm going to take that as the song. Shane, welcome. I don't remember seeing you here before on the reading, so welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And so holding that SP, who is your specific person you're wondering, are they still into you? Let's check it out. What is it we have for Shane? Is their person still into them? What is the, oh, there we are. And let's take a look. These cards crack me up. I'm in case you're not familiar with my deck, it's the Light Seers, and the art speaks always so clearly to me. So if you enjoy these cards, hit the thumbs up. Let me know. If you ever order a private reading, and you can request any of my decks, and I'd be happy to serve you in that way. So private readings are manifestfaster.com. Just click on the link. Priyanka, could you put that into the stream? Manifestfaster.com. You can click there and you can see about ordering up a reading on your own. Okay, Shane, Touched by the Universe, we have the Knight of Swords. So it looks to me that something is badly out of timing here, all right? This person should not be chasing the motorcycle. Alrighty. In fact, where is this motorcycle going? There's no driver on it, but it's moving. So what that's showing me is that your person is kind of having a difficult time. They don't know what they want. They can't keep pace with what it is they're wanting. So it's fast moving and it's chaotic. And do you want that? Shane, are you drawn to drama? Many of us are. I grew up with a lot of drama in my childhood. Good grief, my parents acted more like children than the children, and I have 7 brothers younger than me. So it was very chaotic in our growing up years. And so I'm 71 now, and I'm single for 10 years, and I really enjoy finding my own peace and my own pace. However, if I open myself to the idea of a new relationship, this is the memory that comes back. It's why I use tapping. I still have echoes of my childhood, even at my age, you guys. I'll be reminded of something that happened many years ago, and it's like a catch in my heart. It's like a bit of disappointment or a bit of sadness will show itself. That's why I use tapping. I do tapping demonstrations in my group, Fish Out of Water and Friends. It's over on WhatsApp. So if you are ever curious about any of the tools that I suggest, go ahead and email me. I'm happy to have you into my group. There's no charge, and it's a place where we get to create magic together. But back to you, Shane. So this red on the shoe, to me, that's all. Red is always a reminder of the root chakra, which is where the confidence that we get from our growing up years is. So I think your person had a traumatic childhood that they don't even understand and that they are chasing. And they may be codependent. That theme keeps coming up in our readings today. And they made a mistake of thinking that you were their source. They needed so much from you. They may have been one who was texting you constantly when they were not with you. You may have gotten too many phone calls, like a rush of energy that they needed from you all the time. And then when that person is not in your life for a moment, maybe they travel somewhere, they go off to school, or they turn from the relationship, all of a sudden then you're worried. See the bird above? It's like, well, what's going on? What's going on? They might need me. And so even when they're not with you, you can still feel their energy. So this is a sign that the confusion and the chasing that they're doing, their back is turned. So they're not thinking of you as much as you're thinking of them. And you know what, Shane? It's a good thing. Sometimes we need to release people to their own karma. Remember, some connections are for a reason, some are for a season, and only a few are for forever. And I'm aware of this little white dots here. See them? Little tiny white dots along the path. I believe that both of you are on the correct path, that you guys are not together right now, but there's a reason for that. And the touched by the universe is such it makes me put my hand on my heart. I call that the awe position. I'm just thinking awe because the universe has a plan for both of you. And if you're supposed to be together, you will know it. However, when you have a chance to reconnect, it will be brand new. You can't pick up where you left off. It's too chaotic. But if they come back to you and you sense, wow, this person has really matured. I'm seeing something new. There's peace. I sense peace in my person. I would say have at it. But if they come back and it's still feeling very chaotic, I would just be very careful about reconnecting. Okay? Thank you so much for being here, Shane. I appreciate that. And Root V, hi Root V, welcome. And favorite song, Han K Han, currently. Awesome. Okay, so Root V, I want you to think of somebody that you had in your past, someone you may have had a crush on, someone who you wish that you could, they want to be connected again. Let me just move things a little bit and hold that person's energy. And those of you who are just watching along, you can receive any of these cards. They will be true for you too. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Pentacles. Let's take a look. Let me reflect. All right. So Root V, here's the deal. This person that you're thinking of is very, very, very slow. The way they do life is kind of frustrating. Every step they take takes a year. Not quite, but this is a wonderful energy. The person is a good person, but their ability to connect is weak because they don't understand yet what it takes to be in a sustainable relationship. Okay, they perhaps are busy with their career. That could be very likely here, that they are walking in the field of their career. They've seen progress. They're on the right track, but they are in no hurry for a connection. Notice how they are turning their back away from us, and they're wearing a pentacle as a shield on their back. So I feel like that's kind of a sign for your root V, that they really are turned away. They feel your energy, they feel your desire for them, but they're really wanting to be free of it right now. Because they've turned from you, they don't need their shield on their heart. They want to be free. So again, I keep getting this message over and over again that if a reconnection happens, it will have to be brand new. So I have a sense that even though you may not believe me, or you may not see it, there's something in your actions that are codependent. There's a need for this person to be more than they can be. You guys know that I love Abraham Hicks, and Abraham teaches that nobody can be somebody's everything. It's not designed that way. Only the divine can be our everything. So I would say, best you can, release this person to their highest good. An affirmation is, even though it breaks my heart, I know that I want their highest and best for them, and I will let them go to their highest good. If they return to you, they will be ready for you, right? Meanwhile, you can always work on becoming the kind of partner that you're proud to be. There's a beautiful YouTube channel called Jimmy on Relationships, Jimmy, and I love watching his videos. They're very short, but they really help people become awesome partners. Treat yourself to an education. Make peace with the traditional views of family from your past. Clean up your house around disappointments in love. You can use in the description box. The soulmate generator is beautiful. You cannot lose releasing this person. You cannot lose. If it's divinely organized, they will come back. But this is a sign that they're busy with other things and they're not really focused on you right now. Okay? All right, so let's move forward here. And let's see who we have. Oh, I love that it was resonant for you, Fairy Zena. That's fantastic. Hi, Glenna. So glad to see you here. I'm just so grateful for all of you that are taking time for us today. Hi, Preeti's Knit. Welcome. Sniper Mod Rick. He's back. Haven't been here for a bit. We are all doing great. Sniper, welcome. If you would like to have me draw you a card, just tell me what your favorite song is, okay? When I see what your favorite song from Sniper, my favorite song is Me and You by Kenny Chesney. Oh, I just love that. Again, the names of these songs are going with these readings. Isn't that fun? So, Sniper, you are, you're asking about your situation, which is perfect. What we're asking the cards for today is the person still into you? So hold your person, and those of you who are just watching along, hold your person in your mind. And let's see, are they still into you? Are they still into you? What's our card for Sniper? Okay. All right, Sniper, let's take a look here. Okay. So I'm thinking both of you are a bit on the over-analytic side, okay? This is a card where your inner being is calling clearly to get away from the habit of overthinking. So I feel like your person is definitely in that stage, that they have gotten a message from their inner being. They're finally able to see that overanalyzing is not the best way to go. They've had conflict as they've grown through their relationships, even through their family relationships, where they actually, the overthinking has exhausted them. And between the two of you, some conflicts have exhausted this person. And I feel like part of them is very, very concerned about hurting your feelings. They're in a real tug of war. Part of them has the traditional values and the way they grew up is important to them. And it almost, see the red thread? It's like their family of origin is more important than they're aware of. And their family of origin is stringing together this overthinking. And yet, the desire to speak their truth so strong with that blue, and that they really want to be able to be truly themselves, is a big conflict they're going through. Chances are there's been some heartbreak in a previous relationship also that's causing them want to be very careful. So what I'm peeking at way in the corner here is that green heart energy. So at the moment, your person is actually shutting the door to love. They're putting it off. It's there in their consciousness, the ability to receive and give love, but they are absolutely in the rest zone right now. And they really need to come to peace with the habit of overthinking things. So in your position, I'm not sure how connected you are right now, but it's real important to accept this from them, and also to watch your own habits of overthinking this thing, because there are so many wonderful humans that you can connect with, even strangers. And again, you've heard me say before that becoming a volunteer is such a good way to see humanity in a different point of view, and to let yourself connect with strangers who can use a hand. You know, if you go work at the food kitchen and you're serving food for people who don't have enough to eat, it gets real easy to be a humanitarian and not to be too needful for a one-on-one connection. It's so important that we honor our partners when they need a timeout, and don't panic. Use the time to become a better partner. What it is that you can do in your spiritual life, in your passions, in your habits, how can you become a better partner? Again, I do refer people to Jimmy on relationships. He's just the real deal. I really love what he talks about and the reality of making a lasting connection. I was taking a walk in my neighborhood the other day, and I met a woman who just moved in. Her husband passed about a year ago, and guess what? They were married for 70 years. Can you imagine? I can't. I mean, I had 2 marriages, and neither in total they didn't last 70 years. And so I'm blown away, and I want to go spend more time talking to her. So maybe for you, Sniper Rick, you might want to find some people that are quite a bit older than you who've had successful relationships and pick their brain. They're all over. Sometimes we're related to a grandparent that we really love, but there are older people everywhere you look. And you might want to just befriend some of those and say, how did you know that this person was your person? How did you keep your marriage going for 50 years? And then listen to that advice, okay? Well, you guys, thank you so much. This was so fabulous to be with you today. Thank you for your kindness, for engaging with my channel and supporting me. It means the world. I will be back tomorrow. I will do another set of live readings, and I hope that you'll come back and join me. And I just wish you the best. Whatever is going on with your person, give them the grace to be separate from you right now. Do not insist that they come back in order for you to be happy. I'll guarantee you'll have more joy when you support your person's need to have separateness. Gratitude changes everything. Practice being grateful for what you have, and the universe will bring you more. Okay? So there you go, my dear friends. Thank you for being here once again. We'll see you tomorrow. Go forth and prosper.